Shall we talk about the fact that abortion is fully legal in the UK right up to full term now? Actually, abortion has always been accessible up to term for certain circumstances. That's always been the case. The vote that happened in the House of Lords this week hasn't changed any of the limits or anything like that. Abortion providers will not be providing abortions at 40 weeks. And you won't be able to go to a doctor and just say, hello, I'm 38 weeks, I would like to have an abortion, and then just say, yeah, cool, okay, here you go. What we were seeing in the last few years was a massive increase in people being investigated for ending their pregnancies outside of the Abortion Act. And that was really, really alarming, because we were seeing some cases of really, really desperate people who were doing desperate things, so accessing abortion medications, and they could have been arrested if they were 5 weeks pregnant, if it's outside of the Abortion Act. And we were seeing those people being arrested and prosecuted and jailed. And also we were seeing people who were having stillbirths and premature births and miscarriages accused of and investigated for illegal abortions when they were not illegal abortions. We had to put a stop to that. So all of the laws and the Abortion Act is still in place. Abortion is still a crime. However, we're not going to be prosecuted, or the police are not going to be prosecuting people who end their own pregnancies, because it's almost always in horrific circumstances. And there were people going through trauma it was then being further compounded by police investigation. So abortion is not fully legal right up to term in England and Wales anymore. There's still stuff that needs to go through the House of Commons for the law that has recently been voted in, for that to change. The law will stay the same, the guidelines will stay the same, the limits will stay the same, but we're just not going to be prosecuting people who end their own pregnancy. However, if you are coercing someone or forcing someone, or unknown to them giving them abortion medications, you would be subject to prosecution under the Act. Or if you even were assisting someone to have an abortion outside of the Abortion Act, that would still be a crime. So it's not as dramatic as a lot of people online are making it seem. It is simply to protect vulnerable people who were being prosecuted under Victorian laws.